Hi, hey, welcome back to my channel. Come with me today to go and see Michael, the movie. Today we're going back to Sam's Town. I went to Sam's Town last time to go see the movies. I like going to Sam's Town because they have cheap movies. They have matinees, so you can catch a movie at Sam's Town about between $5 and $10. So now I think it's like a $10 movie. I said, but it's okay. It's still cheaper than all the fucking rest of them. So come with me. This is gonna be just not a full blown, just a short video or a short. We'll see. But come with me to the movies, and we're gonna do before we get there, before the movie, after the movie. You know, I don't know if Sam's Town never have like the novelty like stuff that they have. They never have that. But I am gonna get some regular, small popcorn, a soda, and we're gonna sit and watch this movie. And we'll see what the audience is going to be like. All right, see y'all guys at Sam's Town. We're in the food cart. We got to get some popcorn and a soda. And I got to get my crunch chocolates. So they never have the novelty stuff. It sucks. Never, ever, ever. Okay, we've made it in the movie. My seat is actually all the way up there somewhere, but I wanted to sit down here. So I was talking with my root out. Same on Sam's Town. They don't got the air on. Ain't nothing. Look at this. They usually have the previews. Ain't nothing playing. What's going on? All right. That's the movie there. Okay, so now that I saw the movie, I can actually give my honest opinion on it. So I agree at the very end of the movie, because before we get there, what the critics wanted to see out of the movie, it really wasn't necessary. Like, they wanted to talk about all the scandal and the pedophile stuff. That's not what that movie was about. That's not what that movie was giving at all. Like, at all. So what the movie was pretty much about was him and his tough relationship with his dad, and him trying to break free from the clutches of his dad. So we didn't need all that other stuff in the movie. It would have just kind of muffled it, or just made it something that the movie was not. So I'm glad they actually did not tackle all the other stuff and kept it exactly where it should have been, about the music. I like that. And if you want to see the tabloid stuff, there's a movie already made, documentaries out there. Go Google it, because there's some stuff that I'm going to actually Google about it when I get home, just to fix the pieces together. Okay? And that's number 2. There was holes in the story that, because I was very young, I grew up with Michael Jackson, but the Jackson 5 era, I did not grow up with. I wasn't even born yet. I think that was in the 60s. I wasn't even born. It wasn't even thought of. So I was introduced to Michael in the Michael era, in the bad era, in the Thriller era. So anything before that, I don't know much. So they could have did a better job connecting the dots from, his hair, his what happened when he left the Victory Tour. Was there any situations after that? Why he fought so hard to separate himself anyway. I heard somebody say something about him being a Jehovah's Witness. That I don't even remember that being tackled in the movie, about like his religion and why he didn't want to put out the album. I don't think that was even tackled in the movie. But if that was a major part, that should have been in the movie. It was interesting though for me to see how Neverland kind of was created, because I just thought he bought a property and just had animals on the property, like turned it into like an amusement park and stuff. But to actually see how Neverland actually came to be as Neverland, that was interesting to see. That was his relationship with Bubbles. You know, I knew he had a monkey because I saw him in pictures at one point in time with Bubbles. But to see how he got Bubbles and how his family reacted, it was interesting to see. So it was just a few holes in there that I would love to know more about. And the very end of the movie, very much at the end. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my keys. Okay. So at the very end of the movie, it goes from... So I actually liked the concept of the first movie about the Jackson 5. Because in my opinion, this is the only way it could be done. Like, it would have been too long for them to compress all of the information into one movie. So I totally agree with them making it just, separate movies. And they need to do that as many times as they need to do it. So the first movie pretty much is about the Jackson 5. I love the beginning with the kids turning into the Jackson 5. I love seeing their relationships with all the brothers. I actually love that because it's as Michael's star power was rising, you would think the brothers would have some kind of jealousy towards Michael. But from the movie, it didn't seem like that. Like the person who had the biggest problem was the father. And god damn it, the father had me stressed out. Like, when you look at his father they all say his name, Domingo something. I don't know his name, but you look at him physically, he absolutely transformed himself into Joe Jackson. It's like you looking at him and he just look evil. Like, he just does. And Michael was so soft-hearted. He was just so sweet. Like, he didn't even need to be, treated in a bad way because he was such a sweet guy, It was just weird. It was just a weird dynamic. But at the end, you saw Michael get his power and he was like, fuck you, Joe. Well, he didn't technically say that, but he got his power at the end and he went off. Same thing with Janet did. She got her power and then she did the control album to let her father know, I want control of my life. You're not finna run me anymore. So I love what he did. But I also understand what everybody else was saying when they said it was rushed. I won't say it was rushed. I would just say it ended. You could tell it was another ending, and they had to figure out something to put at the end. So if that didn't happen, the movie was actually fine. Well, some part of the movie, you had to kind of keep up with the timeline of what was going on. I'm telling you. But yes, before I move on about Jafar, yes, he is at the end of the movie. He did they went from Jackson 5 and then they jumped right to, I think it was Bad. Who's Bad? A big concert of the Bad, pretty much introducing us to the second movie. And at the end of the movie, it was like his story continues or something like that, letting us know it's going to be another movie, right? Which it should be, because Michael's story hasn't ended until he died. Like, so it's so much more to tell of Michael's life. Like that was just the Bad. Ending it bad. He got so much more to go. Now, the second movie, though, it needs to be a little bit more in depth. Because the first movie was, really safe. And I love the movie. But the second movie needs to be in depth. Like how he died. Him being on propofol. I want to see that. I want to see the real stuff in the second movie. This one I would take. This was a wonderful movie. It was a celebration. It was beautifully done. When you look at Jafar, I swear to God, I had chills the entire movie. From the time Jafar got on screen to the time the movie ended at 10 o'clock. I had chills watching him. I swear to God, especially when he was doing bad, I was in there. I was like, whoa, whoa. I got caught up. Like, I got caught up in the moment. Like, he wrapped me around his hand because I felt like I was at a Michael Jackson concert for real. He looked so much like Michael. It gave me chills. I'm not even playing. If you love Michael like I did, it truly gave me chills, baby. But like I said though, let me get up in here. But like I said, you know, this movie I would totally give it like probably a 8 out of 10. You know, it's not the best biopic I've ever seen, but it's the best looking. Like, I think Ray probably would still be my favorite. That or Muhammad, Will Smith. Those two are probably still my favorite biopics. But this one here, it is probably one of my favorite. It's going to go down in history though as a good alternative. Like, it is like a good option. Like, it is. I can't explain it. This one is like a big celebration of his life, of his career. It was beautiful, but it was so beautiful. Like, it was so beautiful to look at when he did his whole costume, even down to, they had it down so much. Even, you know, Michael used to have like tape on his fingers and stuff, especially during the bad era. I don't know why he wore the tape, but he did. He used to have it on his fingers, even down to the tape. I was like, oh my God, that had his little baby hairs that he used to wear down to the T. It was just uncanny looking at Jafar. Like, I was like, it was sickening. Jafar better win something. Like, he was good. Him and the daddy was good. Nia Long played a great mom. Like, she played a really great mom, a really great soft-spoken, you know, she played a really great mom. She absolutely did. So shout out to the whole cast. I did not know Lorenz Tate. He wasn't in there long. He just made a quick, like, bam. He played Barry Gordy, I think. I think it was Barry Gordy. And then another, whatchamajigga, the comedian, I can't think of his name right now. He made a quick pow pow, but it made a very big impact though. Like, I did not know. It took me a minute to realize that was even him. You know, with the role he played, y'all gonna have to, it's gonna take your breath away for a minute. Like, huh? Is that so and so? Yeah, it is. But but straight up, I absolutely adored the movie. It was great. I hope you guys go out and see it. Again, I give it about an 8. 8 out of 10. I give it about an 8. So that's my review of the movie. I hope y'all go see it. Support Michael Jackson. Blow this up. Make sure he have an amazing opening weekend. All right, y'all. Check y'all in the next one. Subscribe wherever you see this at. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all that. Follow me, whatever platform you're watching this on. Follow that platform. Okay? See y'all in the next one. Peace.